All right, can y'all hear me? Let me know. All right, can y'all hear me? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. I had to rotate phones. All right, Johnny's here, and I'm going to add Alicia back.
All right, I'm back.
All right, yes, you were saying, I was saying about the stats of PTSD is for at blacks it's 8.7%. So when it comes to African Americans and depression and PTSD, it is a thing that is so taboo. We don't talk about it within the black community. And to bring awareness to this is something that goes on within our community, the LGBTQ community. We never really talk about it because for so long, especially growing up in the black household, our parents have taught us, stay quiet, just talk to God about it. God will fix it. Prayer fixes everything. Faith without work is dead. God put therapists here for a reason. Being able to talk to people who have been through similar situations that you've experienced and that you've encountered is what it's about. That's why God put therapists here in the first place. So we have to talk about this. And again, my heart goes to you for opening up and talking about this. Now, the situation on the Chase in LA platform. We're going to fast forward a little bit to that because there's been so much that has been happening to you. And again, I appreciate you for bringing awareness to this because this has been going on. I've called it out. Shout outs to Lady Monet. She's called it out. Other bloggers that are within our community, platform artists have called the transphobia out on the Chasing Reality franchise as well. So tell us about the incident that happened at the official King Payne's party. I heard there was a knife involved.
So I'm gonna talk about the transphobia before I get into the knife that and why knife was out and why it was out. And when I first started the show, like when we like this back in my business, wasn't like great or like um like without like that, but like it's always been so that's access. So I'm not like access don't have to attack anyone's sexuality or anyone's identity. Uh, I just felt like throughout the show before I pulled the knife out, there was so much transphobia. There was a lot of things that Dustin and Andrea weren't handling the way that they did. And I just felt like very like blindsided by it. Like all this transphobic bullshit on the show, you have to put most of it on the show. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I just felt like they were promoting all the transphobic. Like it got worse throughout the show. And it got so much worse. And I felt like, to be honest, that my life and Taylor's life was at risk because they have an issue with one of the girls, and now they want to fight us. Okay, so it's like, why go from talking shit to violence? You know what I'm saying? So that day when I pulled the knife out, there was an incident that had filmed like almost a week before with the dump Jalen. When Fran had picked up the chair, acting like he was going to hit her with it, and when they had nothing involved, and like try to really fight her and punch her. You know, after that happened, during that moment, I just at that time, that was the first time that I ever like saw anything like with that caliber happen at that attack. So like the next time we filmed, I was just like, I'm not about to go through this like a devil. And I'm not about to, and I know that y'all trying to fight the girl, but I was like, I'm not about to come like a dumbass bitch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had a knife, and that's what I did. And at the end, like, I didn't pull it out because at that time, Andre had I can take out my headphones. Is that better?
You still
Can
sound
y'all
muffled.
see me? Am I frozen still or
Nah, you
Yeah,
unfrozen now.
yeah. Can
okay?
you hear me better?
You
Yes, I
still
can
sound
hear you.
kind of muffled.
Is it muffled or should I take out my headphones?
No, I mean I can hear you, but you sound a little bit
Yeah,
low.
sounds kind of muffled. Try taking out the buds and see if that'll work. Make sure you guys share the live. Um, Very important show today. We're going to be talking about violence against Black women. Later on in the show, we're going to be talking about the survivor with Nicki Minaj's husband. She went on the Real Daytime. Jennifer Hough. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later in the show. So please make sure you guys share this live. All right, Alicia. You were saying
Is it better?
yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay, yeah. So basically, like the night situation happened because there was so much aggression and so much transphobia happening up to that point that I guess production never really handled. So at that point, I'm just like, you're not going to fight her, and you're definitely not going to fight me. And it got to a point where I had to basically pull out the knife to back up. Like if I wanted to attack them and cut them for real, I could have got through all of that. My arm is reaching over the face the whole time. If I wanted to fight them, I could have, but my intention was not to hurt them. It was to back them up and keep them from coming any closer.
Right, because you two were the
I,
only trans girls on this season. You and Jayla were the only two trans girls. The rest were cis Black men. And the thing about it is, what I'm starting to see, because I did a post about this on my Instagram, I'm starting to see Black queer men in our community lean more towards the straight side. And what I mean by that is they're starting to pick up the same type of traits and behaviors that cis Black men have, meaning they're becoming the token gay, will do anything to be the most loved by the most homophobic. And it's Black men, it's Black cis men who have the problems. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you're biased. You always stand for protecting the Black woman. Because I walk in the woman's shoes. I can't give you the male experience. My co host here, Johnny, can. So, I mean, if that makes me biased, oh, well, I'm sorry.
but it's not
But
even
when
for
I.
me. I don't think it's about
Go
being
ahead, I'm
biased. It's
sorry.
about having conversations because, like, to be honest, filming that season with Kiss in LA from the beginning, I was so excited. But once I started it, it was the worst experience that I've ever had in my life with agency. Mind you, I've been on a lot of, I've dealt with, I've done a lot of productions, a lot of like TV appearances, a lot of like campaigns and stuff like that. And this actually, so that was the worst experience for me. Not because, and I don't hate this reality. That's the thing about it. And I feel like they think that I just have this beef with them and I hate them, and that is not the case because they knew about the transphobia and how I felt from the beginning. Even within production, there's transphobia against other production people. You know what I'm saying? But it's things they don't want to talk about. The very first, like after filming like a couple episodes, one of the production people said to one of the other non-binary people, "Why you wearing a dress?" So it's just all this negativity within the community. And like when I said what I said when I was on doing the video with my son and doing my stuff, that's what kind of like tipped the iceberg for me, and that's why I spoke up about it. If you have a problem with me speaking up about the transphobia in a LGBT reality show, and you think that I'm bad mouthing y'all, that's a problem. That's not the case. I'm stating facts. You understand? And since I did this show, I've dealt with a lot of mental health issues, not even just from like my attack and all that, but like from the show. The show was mentally damaging and mentally draining, having to deal with these people attacking me. And most of the time, I don't stand up for nobody. I come in, I do what I got to do, but for some reason,
Hold on.
Pause for a minute. You were saying, Alicia? Are we back? Did we freeze y'all?
Oh,
I think she's froze.
Can
can
y'all
you see
see
me?
me?
Yeah, you good, but I think
There she goes. She's back. You were saying, Alicia, about the
I,
platform?
she froze again. She's still freezing. On my end, she's freezing.
Yeah, it's freezing. Give it a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for coming in. Talking with the beautiful. Hey, Donna. There she is. All right, you were saying, Alicia, about the transphobia on the platform.
So what I was saying was about the transphobia. It's like if you speak up about it, then they think that you're bad mouthing them, and it's a problem. The thing about it is what happens. So they have blocked me like a couple weeks ago, and I didn't have no clue why. You know what I'm saying? So when I like, I guess spoke out about it, now they want to talk about it, but they try to make it seem like, oh, I'm just having this problem now. I'll be able to. No, that's not the case. I've been talking about the transphobia from the beginning, even before the review. I had made a post about the production and the transphobia, and Q had called me and asked me to take it down. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll take it down. I'm at topics, but it seems like when you speak up about how you feel about certain topics, they now want to say, oh, well, I'm going to block you because you're not saying that, whatever, next season or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine, but I'm still going to speak up about it. I'm stating what is happening. And like the post was today, one of the other cast members from Atlanta has said something too. Like, so I'm not the only person talking about this. And I just wish that they would have inboxed me or some way we could have talked about it and made it into an educational purpose.
Absolutely. Instead of just dismissing it. I love you so much, my beautiful sis. Thank you for everything. You are amazing. Thank you, Donna. Um, and we have another situation. Check out my story for Donna's situation. Check out my stories. You guys can cash app her. Her house caught on fire. So sending you all my love and definitely go and send her some love and support if you can. Check out my stories for that. Um, but yeah, this is something that we have to talk about. These platforms like the G Status ATL Hustles, the Chasing Reality franchise. And again, I asked the question like, why is it such a problem with black queer men having hatred in their hearts towards black trans women? Like, why do y'all hate us so much? And it doesn't make it right for us to go back and call them names and stuff. You didn't do that in that case, but I'm seeing that with some women in our.
So like, because the whole time on the show, yeah, I said things, but I never attacked anybody. I just said,
No.
let's be real. But that's
Yeah,
the
you didn't. You didn't. I'm
like,
saying in general, I see it from both sides. Like, I'm like, why are y'all calling each other's name? Like, we should be protecting one another. And what I'm also noticing, Alicia, is that these black queer men in our community, they will go harder for cis het black women than they will do for us. And I'm just like, we follow the spaces and footprints of black women as well too. So protect us. It should be protect black women all around, not just protect one woman because she's cis. And I've noticed that even with Nicki Minaj, the Nicki Minaj stands, like these barbs out here are mostly gay black men, and they will go to the end of the world and back. So even when I say certain things on this platform, girl, like you just wouldn't believe it. Like I have black men that are gay that are in our community that gaslight what I say and say, oh well, she's attacking the black man. She's looking too much into this. She's being biased. What the fuck do you expect? Do you expect me to give you the male experience of something that I'm just not feeling or something I don't feel like I'm being biased on? Or you
I can you still see me? Because I can see you.
We're back now. We're back. We paused for a minute. I was saying, so when we speak up about these issues, um, we're labeled as difficult. You're looking way too much into this. You need to simmer down. You need to be quiet. Don't say too much. Am I frozen, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me?
Hmm?
Am I frozen? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Yes, I was saying that when we speak out about these issues, they say that we're making too much about it. So this is my thing right here. My thing is this: it does come off as bias, yes, and the first thing black men result to is, oh, you're attacking the black man. And this is my response to that. If black men would be more proactive instead of being a part of the problem and
Lamar
tearing us
says it
down and
does come off
degrading
as bias.
us, I wouldn't have to be biased. Oh, I think Alicia froze.
Yeah, she did.
Yes, this is my thing. Be proactive and not a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution because we're in this together. Like, I critique black men on the things that they do, their behavior, their
I
actions.
now
Okay, you're back now. Yes, 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 yes. I
is
critique
it me?
black men on the things. Go ahead, Alicia. I'm sorry.
No, I was looking at Lamar. He said it does come off as bias, but like I'm trying to understand his point of view. Like, is he saying that you're putting on bias on the
When
situation?
when I speak out on something about black men and I'm going in on them so hard, when there is no uplifting of the black man, it's always going to be seen as attacking when the negative is only pointed out. Well, who's going to sit back and point out the positive when black men are out here doing fuck shit? Ask that question.
And I feel like until we as a whole, and that's what people in the world, people on TV, until we hold ourselves accountable for what we are really doing, there's never going to be a resolution because we're all just in the same. And I understand Lamar's comment and where he's coming from, but then also it's like, why does speaking up about something or pointing out something that is not okay, why does that have to be seen as being negative or attacking someone? That's the problem. When a white person speaks up about something, it's oh very much like, yay, praise them, oh my God,
Exactly.
yes. But when
Yes.
it's a black person, black woman, or black woman speaking up about something that is
Oh,
not
she's
okay, it's
angry.
oh
She's
she's
difficult.
attacking and she's this
She's
and that.
difficult. Yeah.
And that's what I got basically point in case. I spoke up about the transphobia on the show and they tried to bring so many other uh, bullet points or whatever they're trying to, I guess, say about what I was saying. And had no, it didn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I just wish they would have said, you know what, maybe we have to be more hands on. You know what I'm saying? Or making sure that our trans black women on the show are being mentally prepared and not just being mentally harassed and mentally bashed. You understand? Because even though I'm not going to be on the show next season 2, the same shit is going to happen to somebody else.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? So I'm speaking up about it because that's the type of person I am. I'm never afraid about it. I'm gonna speak up on it and I'm gonna say what it is and I'm not gonna lie and I'm gonna say it. But we have to talk about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Unless I put Johnny in the same category. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And first off, I can't speak for Johnny because I'm not a man, I'm a woman. So I can't give you the male perspective. That's what it's about. And the reason why I go so hard on black men is because black women, we're the most oppressed. And
Yeah.
what black men fail to realize is that black women brought our asses into this world. So you can't silence and enable someone's story, and that's what I feel as though it comes. comes across us when I see black men in our community, black men that are in the LGBT community, try to silence our
It's
experience.
real.
And this is just what happened with Alicia on the Chasing Reality platform. They labeled her as, oh well, you're doing this, you're being difficult. You try to silence someone's story. And not only that, but you're gaslighting. Gaslighting, and I'm going to give you guys a good definition of it, is saying you're looking too much into this. When I speak out about colorism, I feel like people just dismiss it. Oh, well, we don't see that. We don't see it. Oh, well, you know, you're black. Yes, we're black. But we all know that Hollywood has a certain type of standard of beauty. So yes, when we speak about experiences, I know I'm not speaking for my experiences, but I'm speaking about the
No, it's,
experiences of black women. So,
so I'm trying to understand Lamar's like his view, what he's trying to say, because
I think
I'm trying to understand
he's
why
talking to
can't
me, Alicia, about me going in so hard the way I do on black men on my show.
about it
And
is
my
to
response to
understand
that
why does it have
is
to be a
go ahead.
negative thing? Why can't it be an educational thing for men to learn?
Right.
Because today, facts is facts. Black men are killing trans women. That's a fact. We're going to speak on facts because now we're going to speak about it. Black men are killing trans women. That's a fact. Majority of black trans women have been attacked mentally, physically, majority by black men. That's a fact. So I don't. It's not about bashing, but we're gonna put it out there on what's really happening. These things are really happening. Men are really attacking trans women for no reason.
And black women in general, period. Like, we can't make this stuff up. Did y'all see the video of the black woman in the restaurant? It was three black women sitting at the table, and the guy walked up to him and approached them and got mad because they turned him down. And he went to his car and got something out and chased these women through the restaurant. So it's an attack on black women. We can't make this up. So how can we can speak positive on the men who are out here like Johnny, who are doing something productive, who are speaking out for us. But if you're going to gaslight and traumatize our experience and silence our experience, that's a problem.
And I feel like that's what a lot of black men who have insecurities, have their own problems. That's how they respond. They gaslight. So I don't know, like this guy is in the comments, like he's gaslighting the topic. We're talking about trans culture. We're talking about the things that I've been going through on the show. You know what I'm saying? It does translate to the rest of the world. There are really like black women out here that are fearless, black cis women out here. You know what I'm saying? Because they're scared to even tell a man, no, I don't want to talk to you because you're going to try to beat them up or call them a bitch.
Absolutely. And that's the thing. That's what I've noticed. I've noticed even I'm on the Bigo app and I've noticed that as well too, that I'm starting and that's why I did the post I did today. Because when I say that these black men in the LGBTQ community are starting to lean more and more towards the heteronormative side, that's what I'm starting to see. And at the end of the day, you can't gaslight my experience. You can't gaslight Alicia's experience. You can't gaslight T.S. Madison experience. You can't gaslight any woman's experience that speaks out about violence or trauma.
I want to know what's his name's speaking on it. He's
That's my
doing
fan. I
right.
had to literally put it on low, but let me turn it off if you guys can hear it. Yes, now, all right. Now, can you guys hear Alicia now? You guys should be able to hear
I
everything
can hear,
now. Yes,
and
we were
I'm
talking.
close, so maybe they need
Yes,
to
we were
check their.
talking about just the gaslighting in general. You know, you can't silence a black woman's perspective. I will speak up for the black men who are out here doing something positive. But when it comes to trans women, we know for a fact that 33 this year alone have lost their lives. One of them, and it's going on down here in South Carolina too. Like my hairstylist, I know you guys have heard her in the news. Regina Brown, she was murdered down here. Did you guys know that it's going on down here in South Carolina too? And I think the first one that ever got
I
media
just, I,
coverage would have. Go ahead, Alicia. I'm sorry.
I was saying, I just really wish that there were more conversations so that we can all come to a common ground. Because the way that it's looking right now, it's just,
It's still
it's sad,
divided.
sad, to be honest. It's just sad.
It
Because we're
definitely
all,
is. It's a division. Go ahead, Alicia. I'm sorry. I've cut you off.
no, I'm saying, like, it's just really sad because we're all just pointing the finger, and I feel like no one is really trying to understand to be educated. It's very much like you're just trying to understand to respond. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we have so much clashing and so much not understanding. And this has been going on for centuries. This is nothing new. Back in the day, other races and other people had their own problems. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm really tired of the bullshit. I'm really tired of it, and I just wish that we can change it.
Absolutely, me too, girl. Like, it's been going on within the community for years. Shout outs to the black men that are standing up for us, like my co-host here, Johnny. Um, EJ, we send him much love. My fraternal Island Yankees always in here checking up on me, like, sis, you all right? My brothers, shout outs to Barry, shout outs to Scott, shout outs to all the amazing black men surrounding us, and I'm pretty sure you do too as well, Alicia, that are protecting us, because we know again that the black woman is the most disrespected human being on the face of this earth, and that comes from Malcolm X. So again, I'm gonna try not to be biased, but we have to talk about this issue because we notice that there is a divide between the LGBTQ community, the
But
black LGBT.
talk the definition. Can we also talk about the definition of bias?
Oh
Because
yeah,
just because you speak on something that's happening does not mean that you're biased. So can we talk? Can we actually talk about the definition of bias? Because I'm hearing that a lot tonight.
yes, and they're saying that the conversation is one-sided. You always take the woman's side. I take the woman's side when she's right. And when I see a woman being attacked, I have the right to say something as a female myself. Because we know it's dangerous walking the streets, being trans, being a black woman, and occupying those spaces of a black woman. Because you will be walking down to the 7-Eleven, going to get you a sub or something. And in the middle of the night, somebody sneak up behind you. They clock your tea and you out. Remember, Delicious even brought that up on the show. So it's open season on trans women out here. And it's about time that it's been woke up. Because the first thing these black cis men do after they clock your tea, oh well, you shouldn't have fooled me. Why didn't you tell me? When we all know how black cis men think, some, not all. Just to clarify, so people don't think that I'm being biased.
Yep, you're right. I mean, it is what it is. That's why if I ever get approached by a guy, if I wanted his number and he's cute, I'll take it. But I'm not about to tell you that I'm paying to your face. You get a text message because I'm very much about paper trail. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's dangerous. It's like be damned if you do, be damned if you don't. Exposing that tea to them.
No, I'm gonna do it regardless. If I feel like to do again. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can just block me, delete me, and move on. But at the end of the day, like I'm not about to tell you because my safety comes first.
Absolutely. It's girl, it's dangerous out here. Like I've met guys. I've met guys, I've done online dating and everything. And I've met guys and some of them happen to be cool with that. But they're just like, can we meet up somewhere? Can we do this? No, if we meet up somewhere, we're gonna do it in a public setting. You're not coming to my house. Be smart
Exactly.
about it, girls. And you said something also on TTB Network, and that is we have to protect ourselves. And I was reading in Essence magazine that more and more women are starting to purchase weapons, black women. So don't be surprised if you walk up on a sister and you try to touch her someplace or you try to do something, she got a little pew pew on the side or in her purse somewhere. Do not be shocked. Johnny shaking his head. But it's true though. It's true. More and more black women, we are starting to defend ourselves. Like I know I keep something on me, and T.S. Madison, she even said something on her live one day. Like if you try to roll up on her, she got something for you. So more and more women are starting to defend themselves. And that's the thing. That's the thing though. So we're gonna kind of lighten the mood here because that was a heavy conversation. I'm gonna pass it on down to my co-host Alicia. We do something called the Rapid Five, and then we're gonna do something called Turn the Tables. And my guest, our beautiful guest for the day, Alicia, gets to ask me questions as well as my co-host Johnny. So Johnny, take it away.
Um, so I briefly seen the interview on TTG. What TT? Think TTG? Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
TTB.
TTV. There you go. TTV. And I overheard when you was talking about the knife situation. That could you like elaborate more on that story?
Like, what do you mean? Like how this how it started from like beginning to me pulling out the knife.
Yeah.
So basically, the day that we were filming for King Payne's event, everything was like cool, whatever. Of course, it was shade, but everything was cool. But like after that, it was over. Um, what's the boy name? Akon. I forgot his name. What's his name? Andre. Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Andre. Andre was antagonizing and provoking Jayla all day, like coming up to her, calling her like bitches, and like kind of provoking her when she was literally minding her business. And mind you, I was not my business. It ain't got nothing to do with me. But the reason why I had the knife on me was because last time we filmed, they jumped her. Yeah, she threw the drink in their face, but it'll take four people to jump her. So I went in it with the knife. Um, and then like Jayla was taking a picture with security, and Andre went up to her, provoking her out the blue for no reason. And once I saw him getting like very rowdy and very like emotional, whatever, like very all over the place, I took my slippers off because I'm like, you're not about to hit her, not again. So yeah, he walked up to her like he was threatening her, and I was like, back the fuck up. The whole time, if you watch that episode or that scene, I was saying, y'all back the fuck up. You better back the fuck up. My intent pulling out the knife was to back him up because he was so close to her that he could have almost hit her and dragged her to the ground. So yes, I'm gonna pull the knife out to protect my trans sister. Point blank, period. I don't care where I'm at. I'm gonna do it, and that's just what I did. And I said, you better back the fuck up, not today, because if I really wanted to cut him and really stab him and slice him up, I could have done that. So
So it
my
was sort of
intent
like a
was
scare
to really
tactic. Yeah.
try to back him up. You understand what I'm saying? And I knew they were pussy ass bitches anyway. They was pussy ass hoes. I know a pussy ass bitch and a pussy ass hoe when I see one. So I knew they was a pussy ass hoe. I knew they wasn't about that life. I knew they wasn't going to try to really like hurt her. But I knew that they it was a chance that they could really have like really took her down, like really fought her. So I pulled up the knife. I think that's what they did. They backed the fuck up.
Don't be surprised, fellas. Again, like I said, women are starting to defend themselves. Y'all seen enough with Jennifer Lopez. Y'all already know what it's going to give when women start kicking your ass. Like we are
So
not playing games no more.
so yeah, that was that. And at the end of the day, everything that I've done on the show and anything that I've said on the show, I stand by it. Some people will love me, some people hate me. That's just what it is. Some people support me, some people don't support me. But I don't care about that because guess what? As long as my God is supporting me, I don't care.
Well, you know I support you, girl. One trans
Okay.
girl to another one. Like we have to. And shout
But
outs to T.S. Lil Kendra.
okay. Did you see the whole little situation, the article that TTV posted about me calling them out for the transphobia?
I sure did. I sure did. And it was on TTB
So
as well.
about after, because I was coming back for season two before that happened. Because I didn't have a problem with them. Like, to be honest, I don't have an issue. I still don't have an issue with them, but I'm still going to call out the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just they just really felt like you're calling us out and you're speaking up about something. You're basically talking bad about the franchise, and that's not the case. And I just wish that because that could have been an educational and a really uplifting moment for the LGBT community. You understand what I'm saying? They could have brought me back and had a little like, you know how they did, you know how they did with like uh, the two other reality girls on what's the show that had Jocelyn's Cabaret
Hmm.
Zoo. And you know how they did like to sit down with like two of the girls that have problems with each other. They could have done that to be honest because they knew I was really about the transphobia from the beginning. But it's like they don't want to do that. They want the drama. They want people to be emotionally and mentally. That's what I think. I don't know for sure because I'm not in their minds, but I think and I feel because I just want to make sure I say that because a lot of people want to say that I'm trying to bash them. No, this is how I feel and this is what I think. Me, Alicia. I feel like they want people to be mentally damaged, and I feel like, and I think that they want people to talk more about them because it brings them ratings, but they don't care about the trans talent on their show. It's always there with the gay men. You understand what I'm saying? It's always like that. The only person that called me to talk about the transphobia, the only person in production was Q. Q had called me like episode 4 or 5. I can't think of it, and we talked about it. And he was just like, "No, I'm sorry that you're going through this, da da da, or whatever." But I wanted Daryl to reach out to me, and me and him talked about it. And I recently wanted to do like some fucking interview on the Chasing Reality page, but I just didn't feel like I wanted to do the interview with Imani Fans Up or Reese because I felt like it was no point. After I saw how Imani Fans Up talked so bad and
Uh-oh,
gave
Johnny.
Lisa
It's 4:44. I'm sorry to cut you off, Alicia.
Oh no, you good. I'm messaging my manager now.
Okay,
no,
yeah. Yeah, I don't want you to be late. Go ahead, Alicia. I'm sorry.
no, I was just saying that basically it's just what was I saying? Because I was saying a lot, but
You were saying about Dario and
I
Reese.
so I like me and Andorio spoke like between the seasons, like here and there, but I just to be honest, I don't think he cares about the trans talent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have mixed feelings because I love the show and I love all that they put out there for the LGBT community, but then also I feel like the trans community is always being left out and it's always being attacked and there's no one trying to really help.
Shout outs to the content creators out here that are the blueprint for us, Alicia, like T.S. Madison. She is the first African American trans woman to have her television show on WE TV. That's never happened. And this is
And I'm
mainstream entertainment.
and I'm glad that it was positive, but that's what other reality companies and all that need to start doing. Stop tokenizing the black trans woman. Stop tokenizing us to use our sexuality and our sexiness for your benefit. You know what I'm saying? We don't always have to be in a position to yell and scream and defend ourselves.
Right. And even on Baddies ATL, the only one who represents us on there would be Sydney Starr. So, I mean, when
But
we
then it was
talk
also
about, and
with
that's
that bullshit too, because they was misgendering her and calling her all types of men too.
Judy, yep, boom.
So it's like my thing is like we need to change the narrative, and that's what I want for Chasing Reality to do. Just change the narrative. Whoever you cast for season 2, whatever trans person you have on the show, along with Jayla next season, change the narrative.
Absolutely. And your aunt, when you was on the live on TTV, I seen that as well too. I think it was your aunt. She said, "Why don't you and Jayla get a show, a spinoff?" They're giving Lauren a spinoff. What y'all tried? And I feel like this is what Chasing Reality is trying to do. Not to bad talk them. I love what they've done with Chasing Atlanta. I've been a fan of Chasing Atlanta since it first came out. Um, y'all are trying to clean it up. I feel like with the Chasing Reality franchise, and I'm gonna just be quite frank and honest, I feel like y'all, the backlash that y'all got for Chasing LA, y'all went and y'all gave Lauren a spinoff show to do damage control to clean up the transphobia.
But that's as bad because Miss Mama was transphobic to Little Kendra anyway.
Oh yeah, that I will never forget. She said that Lil Kendra was hard as a table. When I heard that comment, I said, "No, ma'am, girlfriend."
I don't support her. I wish her the best, but I don't like her because one thing about it is, yeah, I talk shit on the show when I need to, but you could never say that I misgendered someone. I may have called
No,
Jayla
you
a
didn't.
whale. I may have called her a whale and a big bitch or whatever you want to call it, but I've never came from her womanhood because I'm just not the type of person. I know how it feels.
Someone says, "Come on, Bigo." Yes, it's shout outs to the girls over there on Bigo too. It's I mean, the trans girls over there on the Bigo app are really doing their numbers, but they're getting so much hate from cis black women. I'm like, it's like a competition with us with cis black women and trans women. It's like we're occupying your spaces. Your men's attracted to us. Why the hate toward us when we're both fighting something bigger, and that is oppression. We need to come together because we know how these cis black men are, the bad ones, not the good ones like Johnny and Alan Yankee and the rest of the men that are watching the show. It's y'all know I don't attack all black men. I just go in on the black men who do wrong, like a Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, for example. That's who I mainly go off of. And we might not be able to get to the story on Tory Lanez because we already we had to give our girl Alicia the spotlight to tell her story to bring awareness to this because this has been going on so many platforms, so many of these series out here talk about transphobia, but and then it's just that they don't really want to bring it to the light. It
That,
has to be brought to the light.
that sorry, but that is why it's continuing because a lot of black trans women feel scared in certain situations to speak up about it. You understand what I'm saying? They feel like, oh, well, I'm not going to get another opportunity because I'm going to speak up about it. One thing about me, I know my God is real because I've been through it all, and I'm still blessed to be here. So I'm never scared to lose an opportunity because guess what? Just like I'm not going to be on Chasing LA season 2, look out for me because I have a lot of things that are coming up, and God is blessing me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about them bad mouthing me, trying to blackball me because one thing about it, when they say no, God says yes. That's the only person that matters.
Come on. And you've got so many blessings coming. I seen after the you went live with your aunt, TTB gave like an update of what you're gonna be doing. So I can't give any details on that. Maybe Alicia can speak onto it. I don't want her to get in trouble and she lose her bag.
I haven't even talked to anybody else about what I'm doing.
Yep. So keep it on the hush hush, girl. Let's just say that she's doing something amazing that will be beneficial for all the trans women out here, including myself. Shout outs to my mentor, Miss Melody XOXO. T.S. Madison, even though I've never met her, I idolize this woman because these women are the blueprint for me. And if she was still here, Marsha P. Johnson, without her, there would be no pride. Without this black woman, who was out here during the Stonewall era, there would be no pride. Shout outs to Connie Fleming, supermodel. Shout outs to Tracy Norman Africa, who was the first African American trans woman to appear on the Clairol Born Beautiful box. So Laverne Cox, Dominique T. Jackson, Angelica Ross, these girls are the blueprint for us. So when we speak out about this experience, we got to let them know. Be the blueprint. All right, Johnny had to go. We are going to conclude this interview with Alicia. Is there anything you want to tell your followers? Because you got a lot of support, girl.
I really just want to say to all my followers, to be honest, the only reason why I did Chasing Reality is because I wanted to be a voice and I wanted to show a trans woman in a different light for all of the other trans people and all of the non-binary and all of the other people that are coming. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why I spoke up about the transphobia, whether it's good or bad backlash, is because I just want to, someone that can show me what I can be and what I can do. So I just want to tell all of my supporters, thank you so much for supporting me through it all. Those who are still supporting me. And I just want to say to everyone out there, we got to change the way we think and the way we do things. And that's how we're going to make a difference. So please don't be afraid to speak up. Please don't be afraid to talk about those tough conversations and those tough things, because it's going to make a difference down the line. Someone is going to watch this live down the line, and someone is going to be inspired. So just keep standing up for what's right, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting me.
You are so welcome, girl, and you got a home. You're welcome to come back to the dollhouse anytime. I'm not playing. Don't put, yes, my island Yankee, he's very protective over us in the community, and that's what more and more black men need to do. Lead by example like that. Protect us when we're right, when we are in dangerous situations. We're not, going out here causing the problems, but our lives are in danger.
Okay for them to tell us when we're wrong. That's fine.
Absolutely.
But we have to be woman enough to understand that. And even if you don't agree with it, we have to respect people's standpoints. You understand what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah.
thank you for doing the show. I love that you're doing this show. You're talking about these topics because it needs to be talked about, and people are watching, and people are so inspired, and that's why I turned down a lot of other interviews and I came to do yours, because for me it's not about just doing an interview. And a lot of people were mad because I didn't do the interview with Imani Van Zant. People were mad, but I didn't do it because I didn't feel like it was going to benefit anything that I was going to do. So that's why I came to do with you, because I know for a fact that this is going to help somebody. It's going to change someone's mind, and it's just going to be there to be that blueprint now. Because the blueprint before, we're now creating our own blueprint for the future.
Absolutely. Blue Harmony says we both know. That's Miss Alicia down there looking fab. She got me beat. I just got on a man's dress shirt. Threw on something simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. And Alicia, thank you so much again for coming on and just bringing awareness to this, us together. And my co-host Johnny, who's an ally, by the way.
Oh, he's straight?
Yes, he's straight. He's an ally. I'm blessed to
Oh,
have him. Johnny is a gem. Is a gem, but when it
I
comes
like
to
that.
defending our community, he stands firm in that, and that's why I got him as a co-host. So yeah,
I like that. Oh, you guys can follow me at my Insta, Alicia Love, ALICIALOVE, the number 0. And yeah, thank you so
all
much.
right. You are so welcome, my love, and you're welcome to come back to the dollhouse anytime. Be on the lookout for some gems from this interview. I'm gonna post some. We love you, Alicia, and keep going, girl. And Blue, we love you too. I'm gonna repost you. I got you. Blue dropped some new a cover today, so y'all please go. I would love to have a talk on the subject. Oh yeah, check out the full interview. It got a little heated earlier because we were talking about bias and things, but just it was an amazing interview. So
I,
thanks again to the
I feel
beautiful.
like I go on and on about the bias thing, but I'm just gonna leave it at that, because I just really felt like, and I'm not gonna say nothing else after this, I promise. But I just really felt like, stop like saying bias. Just because you have a opinion that's different from someone else does not mean that you're biased.
And everybody has the right to stand up and fight for what is right. And again, we've seen so much this year with black women being attacked, going out, walking home alone and stuff. So yeah,
Be the change that you want to see.
absolutely. We love y'all. We love you, Alicia, and you welcome to come back to the dollhouse anytime. Blue, I would love to have you on again too. Y'all take care. And tomorrow joining us, ladies and gentlemen, we have the gorgeous and handsome Conscious TV, Davion will be here tomorrow. So y'all please tune in. Y'all take care and stay fierce, stay fabulous, and stay styled by Stevie. Mwah, Alicia. Love you, girl.